As the deer pants for the water, so my soul pants for you. So my soul longs for you, O God. I wonder if our souls yearn for God. Are we like David? Does it feel like there's something missing? Well, we need to start seeking God, because that's the only way that we're going to be able to bring our flesh into line. Because our flesh will constantly try to pull us away from God, and it needs retraining. It needs to come under our authority. And our praise of God will release the blessings of praise. And this psalm teaches us a pathway to satisfaction. Otherwise, we're like Mick Jagger. We're singing, I can't get no satisfaction. I can't get no satisfaction. But David knows where to find satisfaction. Because verse 5 says, my soul shall be satisfied with the riches of foods, with singing in my mouth will praise you. In my version it says, with marrow and fatness, my soul will be satisfied. So as he satisfies his flesh with the best that's available, remembering he's king and he's got everything he could ever want, so his soul needs satisfying as well. And so there's a pathway in this psalm. Firstly, there is the relationship. David's crying, my God. We need to reaffirm our relationship with God. There needs to be our response to the wilderness, the spiritual dryness of the world. We need to be able to remind ourselves of our covenant with God and his covenant with us, crying, my God, because we're in a covenant. Secondly, early, I will seek you. We need to get our priorities right. We need to be focused on God. Because it's not what we want to do. It's what God wants us to do. Because what God wants us to do is what we wanted to do all along. But the flesh and the devil will try to pull us away from that. And we won't know it until we start looking at it. And then we discover that's what God wanted me to do. And thirdly, we're thirsty. There needs to be a deep intensity. There needs to be a passion for God, knowing only he has the answer, knowing only he can satisfy it. Psalm 63:2. Fourthly, I've seen you in the sanctuary and beheld your power and glory. Corporate worship. As Pauline was saying in her preach, we need to show up. We need to show up from church. David had experienced what was happening in the sanctuary, and he was taking that with him into the wilderness. And we need to take what we're experiencing in church and take that into the week. Take that experience that we've had with God and take his presence into the week. And we also need a place, a sanctuary at home, where we can meet with God and seek him, a little private place where we can seek him. Carve out a little space in our homes where we can drink in God's Spirit, where we can worship. The woman with the alabaster jar, who broke the jar for Jesus. She was at Mark 14, verse 3. While he was in Bethany, reclining at the table in the home of Simon the leper, a woman came with an alabaster jar of expensive perfume made of pure nard. She broke the jar and poured the perfume on his heads, and she worshipped at his feet. She did what no one else would do. She did what no one else would do for Jesus. She didn't care what everyone thought about her. She did this in total abandon. Judas was not happy with what she did and went off to betray Jesus at that point. I tell you, those who don't worship God are dangerous. They are dangerous. If they don't want to worship God, if we sing, I lift my hands up in the sanctuary, and then we won't, then we're not singing the truth. We're not singing the truth, we're living a lie. If we sing, I bow down, and we don't bow down, and we won't yield ourselves, then we're not acting in truth. Are we yielded? Because this will mean we say anything to save our skin. We say anything to save face. I wonder if we're ashamed of Jesus. I wonder if we're more concerned with what people think of us. I wonder why this is. We can't be worried about what people think about us, because people had the perfect man in front of them and they murdered him and sent him to the cross. So why are we worried about what people think? Even if we were perfect, they'd want to kill us anyway. So we can't worry what they think about us, because people will turn on us. And Proverbs 29 and 25 tells us that fear of man will prove to be a snare, but whoever trusts in the Lord is kept safe. Did you know why? Because Jesus protects those who worship him. Jesus will protect those who worship him. So we've got nothing to worry about. Mark 14 verse 6, Jesus says, leave her alone. Leave her alone. Why are you bothering her? She's done a beautiful thing for me. Jesus will protect us when we worship him.